coming in. We are doing a raid train slot today for What a Crock raid train. And I am actually on my lunch hour. So this was perfect for me today. It's a drive-by show. So we're just gonna wait 1 minute here before we get started. Take a look. Everything for the show is preloaded. There are no random pulls. Today, and the other seller, Olamas, is just finishing up, and then we are going to immediately get started. And here comes our raid. Hello, everyone. I am Jan from Antiques from Karen. Karen was my mother. Good morning, Renee. So this is the What a Crock raid train, and I messaged Lisa and Renee. Thank you so much, Olma. I messaged Renee and Lisa several months ago when I rode this train, and I was like, if you ever get a cancellation, I would love a slot on your train. And they reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and they let me fill in, and I am so very excited. Everything I have is inherited from my mother's estate. She was an antique dealer for 40 years, and I just picked everything that was Crock related that I could fit into the show. I think I overloaded probably, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I inherited my childhood home, which was also my grandmother's childhood home. So everything that came out of the house was from a 6-generation home. So some of it belonged to my great-grandparents, and some of it my mother sourced. I do not source, and I'm going to do my best. I didn't do a whole lot of research on this stuff because you guys know what you're looking at, and I don't. So with that being said, we're just going to start running stuff. There is a listing inside of my auction tab that has all the people on the train. And Lisa is asking me to go. Okay, I got a couple pre-bids. Hi, Jane. How are you? Love me some Jane and her mama. All right, this was my big banger, I guess. So this one already got a pre-bid. It got a pre-bid within like 20 minutes of listing it today. So it's huge. It's beautiful. There is not a lid. The dirt I will wipe out. Yes, it is a banger, I guess. So I want you to take a look at the condition here. That little spout is definitely plastic. And here is the bottom. So I am doing the best I can. I don't know what stuff is, but you guys do. It's big. It ships by itself. I am very experienced with shipping. I've been doing this for a long time. My mom passed away in 2018, so I'm at 8 years, and I still have a 20 by 60 barn left full of stuff. There are no chips, no cracks. It is in really, really beautiful condition. Cohen, thank you so much. This one's coming to you. Let me check and see if there are any more pre-bids, and we will run those first. I do have a bunch of lids, you guys. I didn't know. I tried everything to see what they went to. So I didn't know if people would want the lids. So the inner ring is 6 inches on this. There's no cracks. There's some discoloration. I don't think it fits anything that I have in here. So I'm just going to run it by itself. It does have a pre-bid. And that is running. Really? Well, maybe my mom did that, or maybe she broke whatever it was on. Thank you so much for your bids, you guys. I'm so excited to be able to be a part of this train. Belinda, first purchase, that is for you. I have a huge brass bell that I usually ring on first purchases, but I'm trying to be good today. The next one we have. So this one I can tell you for sure my mom did not source. This one for sure was way down in the bowels of the basement. The house was built in 1880, and that's all I can tell you. Nope, C39. Oh no, I didn't pin it. Hi, I'm Jan. This is my first show. Pin. There we go. I thought I pinned it. So this was in the basement. It has a cork lid. I did rinse it out. Hi, Tamra. Here is the bottom. You guys keep telling me that the bottom tells a story. I want you to take a good look at the bottom. I don't see any cracks that go up through the jug or the handle. I mean, the bottom looks, I don't know. Like I said, you guys know, and I don't. So, and you can have the little cork that was in there. It's got the crown on it, and that is running. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so excited for this opportunity because, normally I just go through what I can go through, and to have an opportunity for a curated train. Heidi, thank you so much. First purchase. Welcome to my mom's barn. Let me check the pre-bids. Okay, we have one more pre-bid, and then I will take requests. I see C02. You bet. Oh, that's the one that's got a pre-bid. Works out perfect. This one is also for sure an antique because this one was also in the basement. I inherited all of my great grandparents' canning stuff and everything else. This one's got the double handles on it. Want to make sure that you are able to see everything. I thought so too. It did not. That's the bottom. So you can see the bottom really well. The inside is brown. But there's really beautiful stuff here, and I never would have had the opportunity. This is 8 1/4 across, 7 1/2 tall. And that is running. I love the way these looked. So in my case, don't have crock skills. In my case, I grew up in this house and I knew what stuff was from my great grandparents. So the things that I say are antique, I know for a fact because of where they were in the house. Glass City Girl, thank you so much for your purchase. That is coming to you. And let me see if there are any more pre-bids. All right, we're going to start running through some things here so that you can see what I got. I don't know if you guys want me to do a scan. I haven't seen anybody on the train do a scan just yet. So I don't know if that's something that people want to do. C14, thank you for calling them out. That definitely gives me focus. Big, beautiful, huge 2-gallon crown. Here's the bottom. Here's the inside. I do have a really big lid that I had hoped would fit this thing, but it didn't. This one is running. It's in really, really nice shape. And you guys don't hesitate. If I run something and it does not sell, do not hesitate to ask me to rerun it and make me a reasonable offer. This stuff it just needs to be rehomed. That's all. Let me go on to the next one. You are with me for another 20 minutes. Hey Gigi, thanks for stopping in. This one is, I love the color on this one. This one looks like it has so much personality to it. The way that it looks, it's not in perfect shape. It did have a little chip right there. But man, this looks so pretty to me. And in the beginning, when I first inherited all this stuff, I didn't know anything. Everything was like, if something was broken or chipped, I was like, oh, I'm throwing that out. This is running. And I did. I donated a lot of stuff. I got rid of a lot of stuff. And then I started educating myself. And I have learned so many things. Thank you, Miss Lana. Thank you so much. And you've got local pickup turned on, right, Miss Lana? Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love the color on that. Was there a lid for the crock with the spigot? I don't know terms, so you have to tell me what that means. I don't know what a spigot is, so if you could tell me a number. Oh, no, there's no lid. I showed it with no lid, but if that's a game changer for you, go ahead and cancel and I'll accept it. I'm sorry, I didn't I tried to just get pictures in and make sure that people saw. I will absolutely show anything that's here, as many details as I possibly can. Okay, good. This is a speckled, thing. There's the chip in the lid that's a call out. Cheese crock, right? Is it a cheese crock? I'm actually going to drop the price. I made drafts and I'm going to drop that down to 10 in case anybody's interested in that. It's really beautiful blue. If it's just an item to sit on a shelf, it's beautiful looking, even though it has that chip under the lid. Thank you for looking at that. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. This one is really pretty. Super unique. Look at all of the embossing on there. It's like these floral swags, and then all of the crazing on the inside, a little bit of staining. It's a nice little bowl. My research told me that it was a Weller bowl. And 6 inches across the top and 3 inches deep. So some of these have significant dirt in them because my mom put a plant in everything. Absolutely everything. Thank you so much for looking at that. You guys are with me for another 15 minutes, and then we are going to be raiding right into one of our hosts, Resurrection Revival Lisa. Hi, my New York friend. How are you? This is another one that was in the basement. This one, I do have some lids back in the back. I can certainly put lids in my Buy It Now, knowing that people really want to find them. I didn't know what kind of measurements to do for lids, so I don't know how you guys figure out what lid goes to what. And this one is running. It's got one handle. It's got the blue crown on it with a 3. Thank you so much for looking. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you. First purchase for Jane. I just want to hug your mama. We have some pictures. And since no one is requesting anything, I am going to do a scan here just so people can see what I have listed. Should probably switch it. Let me switch that camera around so that you can see what we've got. I've got some Marcrest lids. There are some white Crocks. Those are McCoy planter Crocks. Oops, kicking the feet on the camera. There are some covered casserole dishes. C31, thank you, secondhand. I will run that next. There are some brown Crocks. There's another jug. I see a couple more requests. Thank you. That gives me something to focus on. Otherwise, I would just, keep running. There's a oil lamp Crock that's got a signature on the bottom. Another couple of lids. There's blue lids. That Crock with the lid. More planters. More vases. More pitchers. Thank you so very much, you guys, for all the shares. I love this community. You guys are so great. Let me put you back over here, and I am going to pull the ones. Thank you, Tamra. That is so freaking helpful. Love that. C31. That's the tureen. Here is the beautiful soup tureen. It has the lid. Oh, I will, Jane. If you send me a message, I will take really good pictures of it. And if I come across it, because there's still totes that I haven't opened in the 8 years, or was it the 8 years? It's 8 years now that I've been doing this. I did take several years off because I was really, really sick. And I ended up with anemia and all kinds of female problems. And I have had couple of surgeries now. Looks like that's McCoy. Let me pin that. And I'm going to run the tureen. And it's got the slot for the spoon. And I don't see any chips or cracks on this piece anywhere. With the beautiful glaze. Thank you for looking at that. And, oh yeah, it took a while. Oh, P057. That's a different number. We have another pre-bid here. Oh, that pasta bowl one, that is not in this room. Ugh. I can get it. C32 has a pre-bid. Grab that one. So this one is a smaller crock. It is 5 3/4 on the outside. Oh, okay. I can move it to my buy it now. I know exactly where it is. If you'd like. There's the bottom. And it does, I did take a picture of that crack through there. And the crack is all the way through. But it's a mature crack. What is it that you guys were saying? A testimony of life? And that is the size of that one. And that is running. Jane, thank you so much. Yes, testimony of life. Renee, thank you again so much, you guys, for giving me an opportunity to fill this time slot for you. Jane, that is coming to you. Let me check my pre-bids one more time. You guys got about 9 minutes with me. Hold on 1 second. P057. I'm going to give you a chance to check out my preloaded stuff, and I'm just going to go grab that bowl for Jane. That is in tote number 4, which is right outside the door. Give me 2 seconds. I have everything labeled really well. Can't tell you how perfect this was to be able to do this on my lunch hour. So wonderful. This one is beautiful. I love the way that this looks. And I have had it here for quite a while. This one is also from my mom's, from, our family. So this one was around for a very long time. It's very, very toasty. It's got a visible crack through here. Through there. Mature crack. It's a pasta bowl. There was actually one plate. This is Hammersley. There's actually one plate that I came across when I was doing this. Do you know that they actually repaired plates like this with staples? I found a really, really old plate that literally had a staple through it to hold the crack. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Renee, for keeping me on task. Looks like we got a couple of pre-bids. Here's one of those. So I have two of these. So I'm gonna let you do choice. In my opinion, they are identical. In your opinion, they might not be. So this is the Marcrest Crock lid. One has a little bit darker color, I guess. You do? I didn't know that back then. I thought that was the weirdest thing. I mean, you guys would have cracked up. So I didn't really start selling until COVID. And those are running. So this is choice. So I would say the dark one or the light one. Absolutely. Thank you so much for asking again. Rain's Roots, first purchase. I mean, it's not really dark and light, but this is the dark, this is the light. You want the dark one. You got it. Put this one back on the shelf. We got 4 minutes here, guys. Got one more pre-bid for another lid. This is that other lid. I figured those were the types of measurements people would want if they were looking for replacement lids, kind of like a fitter of a lamp, right? Wasn't sure. That's running. Thank you, Rain's Roost. Appreciate you. You guys stay on this train. This train is amazing. It is every single month. Thank you so much for that. C31. And the first time I rode this train, I didn't buy anything, obviously, because I have all kinds of Crocs. This is the tureen lid. There are no chips or cracks. It's in really, really beautiful condition. It is marked McCoy on the bottom. It's got the brown drip. You can see the McCoy there. And this is running. Thank you, Secondhand Finder. So if there's anything that I miss, you guys bookmarked or anything like that, feel free to send me a message. I'm absolutely happy to just move things into my Buy It Now. First purchase, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Renee and Lisa, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to do this with everybody. Check the pre-bids one more time. And I have learned a lot from riding this train. Now, I don't remember everything that I learned, but I did take a lot of notes. But there are great sellers coming up. We are going to raid into Resurrection Revival by Lisa. Again, if anybody has any requests. Let's see. Let's see if I can entice you with something. Here, let me show you this one, and I can drop the price down a little bit. This one is awesome. This is unmarked, but what I have learned is those feets like that is generally McCoy. I have an enormous number of planters here, and I didn't know if we wanted planters. I'm going to drop this down to 40 and run it. Needs a bath. These planters had plants in them. Very dead plants that I had to remove. Thank you so much for looking at that. I don't see any. This one I thought was kind of cool. I'll run this one as my last one. Number 29. Not enough time to run it. So if you want to see it, come on back. We are going to raid into Resurrection. RUS. Revival Lisa, and she is ready and waiting. Thank you again so much, Renee and Lisa. Thanks.